Although it was suggested as a strong possibility before, The Expendables 3 has now officially received a PG-13 rating from the MPAA for violence including intense, sustained gun battles and fight scenes, and for language. This marks the first Expendables movie to not be rated R. Miri, buy or sell The Expendables 3 being rated PG-13?
I'm going to sell this, and I'm not going to sell it for the reasons why people would think I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it because I think the entire rating system is broken, and I think that this is just an example of the fact that this probably could be an R-rated movie, but they want a bigger audience, they want more dollars. I think Sylvester Stallone even said something at Cannes about,
yeah, he did.
You know, we wanted this to reach as many people as possible, which is another way of saying, you know, we want dollars, we want more people in the theaters, which is fine, that's great. The problem with the rating system is that, you know, it's, if you actually go online and you research what the parameters are around PG-13 and R-rated movies, it's so vague and it's so all over the place. There's a couple of things.
Well, it's a very subjective system.
It is,
but it has to be. It's the movies.
Exactly. So that's why it's kind of like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. There's one thing where it's like you can only have one expletive in a PG-13 movie as opposed to many in an R-rated. There's some differences, but you know, great movies have been PG-13 movies. You've got The Bourne Ultimatum and The Bourne Identity were both PG-13. The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises were both PG-13. There are a lot of great films that are PG-13 that are extremely violent. So this could still be very much an Expendables movie. It could still feel like an Expendables movie. To me, it's not about that. It's about the fact that it shouldn't even really matter because the rating system is so whack to me.
Well, so. It's a system, but I actually think the system works pretty okay with some major flaws, obviously. But for me, I'm going to buy this. And the reason I'm going to buy this is because I don't think anybody will be able to tell the difference, to be honest. I think the only difference is going to be in a scene where Jason Statham is going to take his knife and stab 3 guys in the chest all at once. In the R-rated version, when he pulls his knife out, you see some blood splatter. In this version, you won't see blood splatter. I honestly, I think that will be the only thing, because I remember they did the same thing with that one Die Hard movie. Remember the first one they did with Timothy Olyphant was the villain, and his first one they did that was PG-13. Honestly, I watched that film and I'm like, except for that he didn't say yippee-ki-yay mother and complete the sentence,
once.
but he didn't complete the sentence. And besides the fact that I didn't see blood a lot, to me it didn't feel a lot different. So for me it's a sell, or for me it's a buy, I mean.
I am going to sell it. I hate it. I hate it, because using Mira's example of The Dark Knight Rises and the Bourne movies, those movies started as PG-13 movies. This movie the whole point of it was that it was based off of what we loved in the 80s in the action movie, and that was the over-the-top blood, and I don't want to hear Arnold go, okay, mother, father. I want to hear him say it. I want to hear him say it.
I just want to hear you do Arnold all day.
That's the thing, is I want to hear him say these things. You already set me into this tone. These movies are not great. They're fun because they're over the top with blood, and they're again, going against from like the Bourne Ultimatum and Dark Knight is the fact that those are complex stories with characters. This isn't that. This is, I want to see heads blow up. I want to see the machine guns. I want to see the cursing, the back and forth between these guys. And he's just going after the dollars, and it pisses me off, to be honest.
Don?
Yeah, I'm with Christian. It's a sell for me for that very reason. I mean, these are based, or sort of a homage in a way, to a very specific type of movie that people grew up watching, and that you went to expecting to see a lot of that stuff. You expected to see the blood splashing when he pulls the knife out of the chest. And the other thing is really, who are they? What audience are they trying to reach by expanding the PG-13 to PG-13?
All those 12-year-olds that saw all those Arnold movies, right?
Exactly. I mean, you know, maybe some of them are going back and rediscovering all those films, but I think that the audience for this, what audience there is older because they have memories of those films, and they're the ones that are primarily going to go see it, and they're going to be disappointed, and in the end, nobody's going to be happy.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.